Well, hello there. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. And tonight in our stamping class, we are going to do a template. And this template actually also will include a gift card enclosure. So I'm sure with Christmas coming, we're all kind of thinking of different things that we're going to give different people and family members. And this is a great opportunity to be able to include, hello, Wendy, there she is, to be able to include a gift card in a Christmas card. So this one, as you can see, hello, Jenny and Linda. Nice to see everybody there. Yes. Always love to be able to have you join, or all our regulars. It's so nice to see everybody. And if anybody is new that's going to either catch me live or you are catching me on the replay on Facebook or later on YouTube, be sure to comment because you are entered in my monthly draw. And we just love to be able to have you join us and participate with us. So welcome, welcome. So tonight is the template. So you can see I have a card here that I have ready to go. That's the one we're going to make tonight. But this is the actual template of a card that I actually made in a team meeting with my team leader. And it was Leanne, I believe it was, that can't remember her last name. I should have looked that up. She gave us, it doesn't have her name on there. Oh dear. I think it was Leanne. Anyway, if you're catching, you can correct me. But oh, look at there is Yvonne all the way from Mexico. Aloha. Great. It's so good to have you join us way far away. All right. Isn't that lovely with technology that it doesn't matter where we are, we can still connect digitally. So fantastic. So yes, this is the basic template. And when you open it up, here you've got a place to write, but here is an enclosure for your gift card. So, of course, I'm not going to do a pumpkin theme. We're going to do a Christmas theme. So, what I have chosen here is Lost Lagoon. And Lost Lagoon is this beautiful green color that came back to us. And don't worry about the measurements right now because I am going to post them later and they'll be up for sure by tomorrow. But that way you'll have all the measurements and you don't have to hurry. You can just see how we make this card. So basically this card, it stays the same on the back, but in the front is where we have a score line. And that's where we're going to, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to be able to make sure that's down nice and well. Yes, I bet you miss everything, but I mean, you're getting lots of great opportunities, but a little special to still have some home, eh, Yvonne? All right. So what I have here is actually 2 bits of designer paper, and you want to have 2 different designs. So there's Yvonne, one of Yvonne's favorite, and it is the beautiful Winter Melody. And that is absolutely gorgeous DSP. And then the specialty paper that comes with it is this beautiful one with the beautiful foil accents. And I believe this one's called Snowflake Magic. And as you can see, yes, it is magical. So these are the pieces. And so just so you know what we're using here, we are using for this template here, as well as this one, these 2 pieces are from the Countryside Corner. So let's go down a bit. And that's how I got these 2 layers. So we're going to, and so if you didn't have those layers, I mean, you could use other ones that are, but you just need something a little bit bigger, obviously. Okay, so we're going to just pull that close enough so I can still watch what we need to do. And I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to decorate the top part of our card. So what I thought would be really nice, actually, first of all, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue that on there because this here is a bunch of lovely trees. And so I don't have the Winter Melody dies and stamp set, but I have the paper. And I'm going to show you ways that you can, even if you don't have that product, you can find something similar to be able to work with that same idea. So here we have our, what do they call it, hexagon shape. And because we are using trees as here in our, it doesn't turn around, in our designer paper, I thought what would be nice is to be able to combine it with Merriest trees. Now this is the beautiful stamp set that comes with it. And it comes, whoops, there's all my pieces, always keep in a bag. And then here are all the dies. There are a lot of dies in this set. And what I love about it is there's so many layers of the trees. And so what I did is I cut out just a few of the smaller, because we don't have to make a giant tree. Obviously, if we made a tree like this, it's not going to fit on our card. But we can take these pieces, and what we're going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick with them first, but we are going to basically layer them to be able to make a small tree. So in preparation for that, I am just going to use the same color. So same cardstock color and same ink color. Now you could possibly use another, and it is surprising to people to think that when you use the same color ink that it will show up, but it does. And it actually is nice because it of course is the right color, but it just is a little bit darker. And so what I'm going to use here is just my sponge dauber. It looks like this sponge dauber had a big burp or something, but anyway, it still works. And all I'm going to do is just sponge a little bit on the edges, especially this edge here. You can see where we're going to layer it. So we're going to put some color all the way around the edge. And then we're going to go to the next one. And the same thing, a little bit darker here, because we want those layers to show. And I don't just do the edge. I sometimes like to be able to, especially because it's going to show, I want to be able to make sure that we kind of blend it, not just, especially here. This part, I like to just do the edges, just to highlight those edges. There, like that. Okay, now the last one. And again, we want a little bit more color and blending to happen here. So I'm going to very lightly go here and then down, just so that we have a little bit more of a blending happening there. Okay. Yeah, that's all your touch as to how much you put the pressure on. Okay, now I'm going to just do lightly here on the edges. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now we got our stamp. Well, we're going to need some of that in a minute, but not quite yet. Now, the other thing is we're going to take in our bone folder, and I am going to, so, oops, I'm not in the screen. That will not help. So basically, you're going to take it and kind of curl it so that when we put the next layer, then it's going to show. So again, not behind, but we're going to do it up. So basically going like that. And then one more. So this is actually going to be the bottom of our tree. I don't want to do too much because we also need to have the tree trunk. But basically now we're going to take our adhesive, and I always prefer my multi-purpose glue. And I am not going to put glue on this very edge. I'm basically just going to put the glue on the part that I want to be able to lie flat on these Merriest trees. So I know that I'm kind of covering it up, But I also do that intentionally too, because it adds um, a more 3D effect. If you just put them on your paper that way, it wouldn't look as 3D as it would by doing it this way. So again, I just want it again on the end there like that. And we're going to put this. So again, if I do that, that doesn't look as nice. But you can see that putting on that third layer, whoop, slidey, slidey, that gives you a little bit of wiggle room. See what a difference that makes for the tree? So I think that's really cool how they planned it, because there are actually 2 more layers to be able to make bigger trees. So it is a really cool Christmas tree stamp. All right, now somewhere here, I better not have lost it. It's so little. Oh boy. Rosie, do you see it on the floor? Oh boy. I knew I was going to lose that little piece. Isn't that fun? Oh, it's right here. Right here. There we go. Okay, so yes, they thought of everything, including the tree trunk. So because I didn't curl this side as much, what I want to do is just put a dab or glue dot, depending on what you have. And we're just going, oh, wrong way. Oh dear, where's my silicone mat? I put the glue on the wrong end. That's okay, because we're still going to go down. So what I'm doing is now I'm going to put some of that glue just on the top. Normally we don't put it on the stamped image, but because we want to put it under our tree, this time we do want to do that. Certainly does. Yes, it really does, doesn't it? Hey, it looks so realistic. And this is the beautiful die that also comes with this garland set. So these are all different strings that can be lights or garlands. And techniques for flowers. Absolutely, Linda. It's the same thing. You absolutely can do that layering with the flowers. That's right. Yes, Rosie's right by my feet here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this here, but I purposely have left some room because we want to stamp Merry Christmas. So I absolutely love this Merry Christmas. Which one did I take this one from? Oh boy. Nope. I kept it out so I could show you. Stars at Night. Here's this lovely Merry Christmas. And of course, it's always a little bit bigger. This one's at 85%. But that's the beautiful stamps that come with it. And you can see it's well used already. And I'm just going to make sure that it is colored well and stamping. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so then now we're going to put this right there. Kind of hard to do with the camera, but I think we got it. That looks pretty good. Whoopsie. Except for my computer just made you disappear. Well, that's not good, is it? I touched the mouse. Do not touch the mouse. All right. This time we will close up the ink because I am famous for that if I get the chance. So here, in this case, love the draw. Oh, there's Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. So now when I go to glue this, I guess I could put it on dimensionals, but I'm actually not because I just want this to pop with the beautiful layers of this tree. Yes, I actually, I've had some good Stampin' Up! Christmas tree stamps before, but I got to admit, I really like this one, and I was actually willing to give up some of my old ones because this one is just, in my eyes, very exceptional. So many wonderful things that you can do with it. So as you notice, I only put the glue on the top and the bottom because I want it to pop a bit. So I'm going to make sure my words are covered. Let me see. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to put the tree trunk. I did not make this card ahead of time. As you know, I'm using the template of this one here, but this was the card I had in my mind to do. So we're just doing it on the fly here. But I think that looks pretty good. And we have a Debbie with us too. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. All right. So now let's get working on our actual card. And I'm going to bring this in so you can kind of see again. So this piece is going to be the piece that gets tucked in. So this is the piece now that we want to be able to put here. Okay, so now we're going to take this beautiful oh, and Leanne too. Hello, Leanne. We're going to take this beautiful snowflake magic. I think, Leanne, you have that one. It is beautiful. All right. So now we're going to put this on here like this. Okay. And so that's the background for our front. And now we also have, well, we have embellishments we can add, but basically that is our front. Okay. So now we're going to work on this piece. And so the first thing we need to do is use a punch. So you could use pretty much any circle punch. I think I'm using one that's a little smaller. We used it last night in club, and I'm just going with it. I think it will be fine. Just need a little tab. And when I'm doing this, I guess you could measure. I like to just eyeball, and it can go over a little bit more. But I just eyeball. So you have about this much on this side, this much on this side, and pop, there it goes. Oh, I should have done that with my strip. I just remembered. That's okay. We'll still do it. So what we want to do is to put that piece. See how she has a little bit, and you see it here? There's a little bit of the cardstock color showing. Yes, Leanne, another, and last night at club, we made a different gift card. So I'm giving you several different ideas because now, boy, oh boy, Christmas is getting closer and closer, isn't it? So basically, I'm using the same designer paper that I had used in the background of our trees. So, yep, this is what you do if you do it like I did and you did it too soon. You just go like this. Punch. And there you go. Nobody knows that you forgot to put that on first. All right. So now is when we want to be able to put our adhesive. I would not recommend you put your adhesive going this way because it doesn't go the full length. Oh, and Vicky's here. Hello, Vicky. So this here, if you went to this line, then you'd be going over, and you don't want to do that. So this is where you could use glue, or you could use our tear and tape. In this case, I think I might use my tear and tape. If I can find the end. And basically, you're now going to put the tape not too much in because, again, you want to have enough room for the gift card. But basically, you're just going to put it there and tear. It does not matter if you don't get it right to the edge because of the fact that we're not putting anything small like beads or sequins or anything. We do not have to worry about that. So we're just going to rip that off there like that. Okay, and press it down. I like to use my bone folder to make sure that it's all lightly down because it does help as you go to pick up the edges. And you're just going to take those off like that. And then you're going to press this down. You're going to make one of these? Oh, good. And you could see how you could do this for, and we've got lots of designer papers, don't we, ladies? So amazing what all you could do. And actually not just for Christmas, it could be birthday or any occasion, right? So now we got this part. So now you can see, oh, and you know what? I have one more piece to cut. I forgot. Uh-oh. Do you see what I forgot, ladies? I forgot to cut one more. That's okay. I can do it. We have our little cutter here. I'm just going to grab it. Here, I thought I was all ready to roll. So I'm just going to cut a little strip here just so that I can get it into my mini. I could go over to my big machine, but I have my mini right here. So I'm just going to cut that. So I don't need the embossing plates. I just need one. And when you put these embossing plates together, it is very important that you make sure you have your white one, your number one first, number two in a little bit, and then number three sticking out. And when you do that, rather than even doing it the other way around as we were trying, Linda, this is the successful way. So now we're going to have that overlap. And what that does is it just gives a little bit more of a squish here so that then it will grab and go through the machine really quickly. See, just like that. Sorry, we'll jiggle here for a minute. All right. Oh. I can't remember if it was you, Leanne, or it was Marilyn that was at the team meeting with Barb that we did this one. I have a feeling it was Marilyn. Okay. Yep, that's the one we want. You love your mini? Yes. Okay. So here is the secret. Because we have to be able to have this covering up our inside. And so what you want to do is to be able to place this on first so that we have exact position. And I want to be able to have it centered so we have about the same distance here as we have here. So what I am going to do, I guess there's many different ways you could do this. If I can get the glue off, I just lift up mine a bit, put a little bit of glue here, put it down, and then I know where I'm going. Okay, and then I can just put some glue here. Like that. Okay, so now this is the secret, is that we need to have that. Now, dun, 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 the next, I have a little strip here. Yes, I do. And we should stamp something inside. Never thought about that. We have some stars. Should we just stamp some little stars on there? That might be cute. Or snowflakes. What do you think we should put? There's some little snowflakes or some stars. Tell me in the comments which one you think. And I'm going to get out your... Yes, and you could bring your mini with you way down to Mexico. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying using it there. I know. They're great whether you go on vacation or you're going camping. They're just portable. You just have to plan that you have the mini folders if you're embossing. That's the big one. Okay. Any snowflakes? Okay. So far, snowflakes. Anybody else? While I get out one more thing. I can't find it here. Only one for snowflakes? I guess I can't find it. That's it? Okay, well then I guess it's going to be snowflakes. And because we have the same color theme going on here, I think we'll just use, oh, Jenny, snowflakes. Okay, it's snowflakes. Here we go. I'm going to take the Merry Christmas off. All right. And I'm just going to see how dark it is. I think it'll be okay. Whoops, wrong one. She just put 2. I kind of think I want to maybe put 3. Maybe like that. How about that? That still leaves us enough room to be able to do some writing. And of course, if you really wanted more writing, you could also put it on the back. Oh, 3. Well, I'm glad you all wanted snowflakes. All right. So now what we want to do is take this piece and we're going to put adhesive on the back of this. Okay. All the way around. All right. Now we're going to lift this up. Is that the way I wanted it? Yep. Oh, I forgot I have to put that on the bottom. So what I did here is, you see how this edge meets up with that? Oh, doesn't quite, but I'll trim that off. So this corner and this corner should line up. I'm just going to take a real quick snip. I'm off by a hair. There we go. Okay. Now I need to put a little more glue on there. Okay. Lift this up. Here we go. So now I am going to put this underneath here so that it completely is going to be covered. That's good. And then I am just going to lay this down. And this is how I think my other one that I made in team meeting, it went on a little slanted. So we got to make sure before the glue dries that we don't allow that to happen. All right. So ta-da, there you go. It's hidden now. You cannot see that. Isn't that ever cute? So there we have quite a simple card. It's not overcomplicated, but isn't that ever cute? You think we should put some, no, we need to put some embellishments on here. What kind of embellishments should we put on there? What do we have? Is that Lost Lagoon? That's definitely not Lost Lagoon. Okay, I think this, no, that's Pretty Peacock, but you know, that might go. You like that? So what do you think? Do you think those ones, ladies? Or, where are they? How about these ones? These are actually the ones that come with the winter melody. So you have these 3 lovely colors. I think we better go with those. They look so beautiful. And there's not going to be a lot of height because we did not pop it up. So I think we're going to be okay. So how about we put one there and one here and one, let's see, down there. Okay. So there we have it. We made a Christmas card and now it has a beautiful gift card holder. I don't have my gift card handy here, do I? No, sorry. I had a blank one, but anyway, you know it fits right in there. And there you have some room to do some writing and you get to still see the sparkle. So there it is, ladies. All right. Well, I'm glad you got to join me, and I will be posting all this on my blog so you can look for all the measurements. And thank you again so much for joining me, and have a good night. Bye-bye, everyone. If I can find my mouse.